Okay, so we are looking at homemade fruit roll-ups. Melissa Lamb, our resident Martha Stewart, and pretty much the queen of Pinterest here at the station.
Yes.
You found another fun thing to do, although
I did.
This one seems like it was time consuming.
This one is time consuming. Very easy to do and simple, great for you, but it did take a lot of time. So you need to do it on a rainy day or, you know, someday when you have a lot of housework, because it's not a lot of prep work, it's just basically the cooking time that takes quite a long time.
Yeah, we're talking like 3 hours plus.
Yeah, 3.5 hours, a good 3.5 hours.
Okay, so normally you go to the store and buy the fruit roll-ups, and it's high in sugar, and it's
Filled
one of
with
those.
preservatives,
Yeah,
you
it's one of
know.
those you try to stay away from.
Exactly.
But
The
I
kids
would
love it.
But they'd love it, right? And I actually
Exactly.
remember it from
I
a
feel
kid.
bad.
So I'm really excited to see what you've done.
Super easy. You need just a couple ingredients. You basically pick your fruit. I chose strawberries and bananas because the bananas adds a bit of sweetness. But you can use blackberries, you know, raspberries, mangoes, basically anything, any fruit combination you like. I chop them up into little bits. I use 3 cups of strawberries chopped, and then 2 whole bananas. Put them into a frying pan or a pot and basically cook it up for about 35 to 40 minutes.
A soft, slow cook.
Well, you cook it on high at first. When it starts to simmer, then you put on low and you stir occasionally. So it's not too bad because you don't have to be there constantly stirring it. You add a little bit of lemon juice, probably about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and that's it. No sugar, no honey. If you do find it bitter, of course you can add some, but then you're controlling how much sugar is actually in the fruit roll-ups.
But right now there's no
preservatives,
sugar
no
in
salt,
these.
nothing, no sugar in these at all.
So after 30 minutes or
Yeah,
so?
after that's cooked up, you basically put it in the blender and mulch it up because you want to get it really kind of finely chopped. Now you have an applesauce. So you can actually save half of this, and this is what I did yesterday. Cooked up half it as a fruit roll-up, the other half I saved as an applesauce. So then you can keep this and feed this for your kids as well. Once it is done though, to make the fruit roll-ups, you basically just put it on some parchment paper. Make sure you use parchment paper. I used tin foil and it kind of stuck a little bit, so I think parchment paper is definitely the better option. And then you're just gonna spread it out. Now, tips, make sure you spread it out evenly because the edges will cook faster than the center. So you'll kind of burn your edges. As you can see in some of mine, the edges are a bit burnt. But just kind of plop it on the pan like this, spreading evenly.
Okay, so
And you want to get it kind of thin, so just kind of play around and spread it out.
you didn't have the full, how many strawberries and bananas did you do for this?
I didn't do the full for this, no. This I had about a cup of strawberries and 1 banana.
And that's what we're gonna get out of it?
Yeah, it's
So you actually have to use a lot. I'm
Yeah,
just
for
realizing, in
sure.
order to get enough
a full
snacks.
pan. When I used the 3 cups of strawberries and 2 full bananas, I had an actual full pan. My brother and cousin devoured half of them when I was not looking, so that is why there are only remnants of my leftovers.
Okay, so the time is pretty much running out. So how long do you put that in for?
This is what takes a long time. You have to cook it on low at about 200 for about 3 hours, 3.5. It'll start to look like this leathery material, which we have here, and then you know it's ready.
And then it
once
comes
it's
out?
ready, you let it cool. I cut it in the parchment paper and rolled it up, so then it makes like a real little fruit roll-up.
Total fruit roll-up.
Totally.
Okay, you want to try this
it
too,
out.
right?
I'm
Because
gonna
this would
try.
be something
Sure.
totally.
And it tastes like fruit roll-up.
There's no
It
sugar.
totally does. I
And
love
it's so
this.
good. It's
There's no
sweet
sugar
enough,
in
and
there?
it
There's
has
nothing in
no
here.
Sugar.
These are really good.
And that's because when you break down,
Let's
when
do
you
the test.
Wrap around the finger, yeah. When you
That's right.
when you cook up this fruit, the natural sugars come
That's
out,
good.
so you really taste it.
Okay, this is really good, time-consuming, but a great.
But I mean, if you have a lot of housework, like I said, to do, or something that's you're going to be in the house for anyways all day, it doesn't
Try
take
this.
a long time to prep it.
Put it on 200.
Put it in 200.
And you're good. You leave it
Walk
alone.
away.
It's like
These
a
are good.
turkey, right? We have to surround with turkey.
You can check out all of Melissa's Pinterest segments. You can find them on our YouTube channel, but also head to our Pinterest site, CTV Odd Morning Live. Odd Morning Live, just like the same as our Twitter handle.
That's right.
These are really good.
Really good.
I am hiring Melissa. I need her in my house.